aware, we are currently under attack. They are physically blowing things up. They are also virtually blowing things up, which it looks like that, if that's a thing. Also, I got on the horn. That's what it's called with X, and I wanted to help him. I'm like, have you tried rebooting your system? No, like unplugging X and then plugging it back in. And the guy said, sure. And then he said, you want me to do it with the stock market too? I said, yeah. While you're at it, because we are wiping out trillions of market cap. What are the rich people gonna do now? Isn't it nice for one time in your life that the feet are on the different shoes this time? Look at Shop and look at BA. It's all crashing. At the same time, your account just exploded. It's probably up from here 100 and almost 200%. You're up almost $5,000. This is all great news, but I have horrific news now for you. My watch list prices this week, my bear market goes up. I don't know what you're currently at, but you're going to $40, which is probably less than 1% of what I make you. So while all of this crashes harder than a Molotov cocktail going through a Tesla window, shots fired at Tesla dealerships, at least I can turn your frown upside down and your digits go up. Even yesterday, I said, Bitcoin, you're going to break this triangle. You're going to come up. You're going to retest it. You're going to put in a short. You're welcome. And I am giving you life-changing digits opportunity. And today is the last day of filming my futures course. And then the price goes up from $199. And yes, in this course, I teach you how to make money going down. Like what I've been saying for weeks. I'm like, they want this market crashing. We'll take yields with them.
Trump is speaking about the recent stock market volatility.
They're calling this volatility. Oh, I join you. It's okay. You don't need this guy. It's just get so boring. It's like, cut to the chase. Let's listen in.
More. Hey, Eamon.
Yeah, good morning, Joe. In an interview with Fox News yesterday, President Trump addressed last week's stock market turmoil caused by confusion around his tariff agenda. In one exchange, the president suggested that calls by the business community for clarity on that policy are just a talking point for the big globalists. Here's what he said.
I think that they say that. It sounds good to say. But for years, the global...
I'm going to pause you right there, orange guy, because my audience wants me to cut to the chase. And why? Why market go down? The charts. Number one, all of this is predicted. And number two, how low, Bravo? I don't know. Learn the charts and you can actually draw a trend line and you'll know. How long is this volatility going to go on? I don't know. As long as people live the earth and blow things up, because these people are very upset. What you're seeing right now is the globalists or the elites, they're losing power and they're losing money. So when that happens, you blow things up. And then you and I get screens like this. Elon's actually saying it's a country. We don't know, since he's not even in there anymore. He gave it up to another elite. Look at this. RIP Canada. You guys got to do something. I'm being honest here. When one global elite fails you, he just passes it to the next one. That hasn't even held an elected office, nor has he lived in here for over a decade. He's a self-described I've been watching videos of this guy. May God be with you. Global, elitist, central banker, WEF member, every word I'm not allowed to use on the interwebs or on YouTube. Otherwise, they boot the video, ban me, unsubscribe you. Also, can you click the subscribe button? I put in all this work trying to protect you guys and help you make your digits go up. Financial advisors are like, yes, I think Tesla's a great, okay, Larry, you're down 50%. That's what Jay Bravo says. Actually, you're down like 52, 3, 5. I don't know. Just keep going. But time in the market. If you got into Tesla in 2020, 5 years ago, you're upside down. You had so many opportunities to make so much money up, down, up, down. I mean, these cats holding Tesla at 500. How long are you going to have to wait? A decade? I'm in the market, Timmy. Here's something even crazier. You know who's funding all that? You are. We're cutting these programs. We're cutting these companies. We're cutting these entities, these things like Rubio slashes USAID. See, I'll walk you through it. But 83% of programs hails Doge for supporting historic reform. You take organizations like Act Blue, and if you were to ask these people, who's funding you? Well, yeah, I'm getting paid. The guy standing in front of Tesla, and he's like, yeah, they pay me. I'm sure you get paid a lot more if you can blow the places up. It's like a bonus. But we are going after these people, not that person. These people that I can't, trying. House Republicans demand data about Dems fundraiser, Act Blue, amid fraud. And I think the Democratic Party, I could be off $1 billion on this spending on Kamala, 81 million in 24 hours. It was just like flowing in there. So let me give you a step-by-step on how all of this fraud takes place. And by the beginning of it, you'll be upset. The middle of it, you'll become even more upset. And then by the end, you're going to throw your computer out the window. Don't do that because you use that for trading while NVIDIA just dives $1 trillion. We might even be approaching 2 trillion year to date. Market cap that should go into your pocket. But here's how it goes down. The Treasury creates a bond and then you buy that bond. You're like, no, I didn't. Yeah. You know the bank account that you have? Jamie Dimon, Bank of America, Brian Moynihan, whatever, they go into your account. They do this and they take the money out. And they say, here, Treasury, take Janet or Bob's money. Thank you. So they use your money that's in your account to buy the bonds. It's also called national debt, which you get to pay back in your taxes. And they tell you from a really young age, go to school, get a job, right? Go from box to box your whole life and listen to sirens go off. That means go to the next cement box, get a job, and then we'll take that money out, and then the fraud system goes into place. And the people that you elect, because you're like, I need someone who fights for me in this job, and I hate the job, but what they do is they take the money and they give it to Act Blue. And then Act Blue blows it on Kamala and they're like, dang it. But these people in the system are like, we got your back. You're a Democrat. You're a hardworking person, so we want to help you. Whether you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, it is a big Ponzi scheme. And you're just the middleman. And the people that win are the people that are involved in it. Like Senator Sheldon, White House. Again, I don't care if you have a D, an R, funneled $14 million into federal grants to Ocean Conservancy. But I think I dropped a vowel in there, where his wife, Sandra, rakes in $3 million. As ethics complaint filed, drain the swamp, taxed. It's the system. Oh, and here's something crazy for you. When these people come on camera and grab the mic and give you their,
There's no point in saying good morning, because it certainly is not one.
Oh, no. Look what Donald Trump is doing. He's crashing her portfolio. No, she's not. Look at this. Just in the last 17 days, 213%. Nancy Pelosi's 75,000 turned to, as my indicators, 235,000. Nancy made 160,000 in 17 days, which actually my watch list has her beat, but I also have software that even tracks what she trades. This is actually the software I use to put out my watch list. Look, insider trades, Senate trades, House disclosures. And I will leave a link in the description if you want it. It's my screener. This is what I use. While they are blowing everything up, which they are, again, it's predictable in the charts. I know it's crazy. You're like, how could you have predicted this? The charts did. It's very easily fixed. Just turn off the computer, wait 2 minutes, turn it back on. Also, I have reports from all over the place. Where is this coming out at? We got General Flynn suggests the CIA could be behind. Possible. I'm seeing a hacker group called Dark Storm. Possible. They say they're going after the banks next. Your money? Well, the politicians already went after that. I guess whatever's left in your account. I have been saying for a while that, if they can't have their way, they're probably going to burn it down. This was interesting, but I got one more.
Take a look at these photos from Salem police. You can see the bullet holes in the window and the shattered glass at the Tesla dealership on Mission Street in Salem. Salem police tells Fox 12 that the FBI is now assisting with the investigation.
Hard in various shades of black. Evidence of the fire that broke out in this Littleton parking lot last night. And the fire chief says these flames were no accident.
At this point, it does appear that it was a set fire.
Police taped bullet holes and shattered glass. Crews spent the day cleaning up the Tesla dealership after investigators say someone shot it up overnight Thursday, causing tens of thousands of dollars in damage.
When employees showed up to work this morning, that's when they discovered the damage.
Tigard police say someone fired at least 7 shots, damaging 3 cars and shattering windows. Fortunately, it happened overnight when employees were gone.
I think the concerning thing for the employees is that it happened at all, and that one of those shots went into an office and into a computer monitor. Ultimately, we're just thankful that nobody was hurt.
The latest vandalism comes just one day after federal investigators say they arrested a man in Salem for similar crimes. He's accused of throwing Molotov cocktails and shooting at the Tesla dealership there. Like in that case, Tigard police are now working with the FBI and ATF to determine if the latest vandalism is politically motivated.
No, it's not politically motivated. Come on. It's the system. You guys know this. Everyone is getting paid. They're all actors. Problem is, there's no one cutting the checks anymore. That's why not everyone. Act Blue. How'd that all end up? We're there for decades, and then all of a sudden, top staff, CEOs, CFOs, everyone's gone. Democrats are in pure panic. Absolutely have never seen CNN like this. I think people are starting to wake up. See, people originally like, no, he has my back. I'm a Democrat. They're here for the working man. No, my friend, you are just a pawn in the system. Let's listen in.
And then just lastly, Van, in terms of Democrats and where they go from here, this last week we did see them some people try to protest during the president's address, and then House leadership getting onto them, other Democrats calling them out. They still seem to be wandering around trying to figure this out. What's your take?
Can we ask another question? Do I have to talk about my own party? Can we talk about Ukraine or something? No. Look, man, we're screwed. I mean, we don't know. No, Democrats don't know what to do. This is a nightmare. Somebody like Donald Trump, we thought we'd at least have Hakeem Jeffries in the speaker's chair to hold him back if we didn't.
Can I just pause this? Can we talk about Ukraine? We talk about a proxy war. Same thing. Create bond. What do we do with this bond? Steal your money, send it over there, and then they get it. Well, the people that create these shell groups, organizations, it's the whole system. If you like me explaining how this whole system works, can you please hit the like just to say, you know what, bravo, thank you. Crazy, right? How I went from this is how the banking system works, this is how you make money from it, to, okay, here's how politics works, which I lose a lot of subscribers because I'm this and I'm that. I've been saying this since the beginning. You're just being used. Now everyone's money machines are being cut off, and so they don't have talking points. They don't have people funding it. They're like, what do we do? These people don't have your back, and this just in, breaking news.
There's a cyber attack on X today, which shut it down and may have been foreign sourced. Yes. It's a big story. You want to give us a moment on that?
Well, we're not sure exactly what happened, but there was a massive cyber attack to try to bring down the X system with IP addresses originating in the Ukraine area.
You see, let's go back to CNN and Ukraine, because we had a talking point. Russia bad, Ukraine good. President Zelensky, good guy. We send our money to good guy to help protect against bad guy Russia. And maybe that'll distract you from you missing your car payment or your whole life imploding as late car payments rise to highest level in over 30 years. Everything's fine. Oh, and this recession thing that I told you about for a few years, well, that's being uncovered just with everything else too. And I guess it's the orange guy who created the recession, right? Because remember, Elon's bad. He was like your friend that told you, yeah, I think your girlfriend's cheating on you. Like, how do you, no, you're not my friend anymore. I actually kind of feel guilty now shorting his company. Nah. Those fanboys who screamed at me at 500, you don't know anything. Their portfolio goes from 5 to 4 to 3 to 2. And if you pull this chart back, you'll see a trend line. How low can it go? All the stock market is just smart people taking money from dumb people. Also, don't be dumb and please get my futures course for $199 and not $1,000. Same goes for my watch list, but I think I provide value. That's how I use the word think. That's because I have dad issues. I'll get over it at some point. With that, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.